Hey, yo, what up? It's me again. You know who it is, and this is another soccer vlog, vlog, whatever the hell you want to call this thing. Anyway, going to a topic which has been talked about on and off again, and on and off again, especially in this part of the world, here in North America. Turf, grass, field turf, artificial turf, natural turf. The debate, some people say it's very necessary to have natural grass surface, and others say that artificial is more better for soccer or for sports anywhere. Here in this part of the world, in North America, where field turf pretty much is based out of, we have a lot of stadiums, outdoor facilities, indoor facilities that use field turf. Not just in soccer, but in American football and other outdoor sports. And a lot of scholastic institutions, high schools and colleges use field turf to cut costs and maintenance of grass and for multi-use facilities. And actually, it's been pretty much American tradition for a very long time, going all the way back to the late '60s, early '60s, with the polyastroturf carpet-looking stuff, real nasty stuff that brought injuries here now and then. Actually, Owensboro had it for a brief time. They got rid of it for grass, but you know, in the late '90s, you had the kind of grass rebirth until the field turf came along again and just basically took over college football. Now you got traditional programs like University of Michigan, Ohio State, and other programs in the northern, more climate temperate type, cold weather areas where you have to have field turf, I guess, all year round. And up in Canada as well, Canadian Football League, pretty much all the teams that had artificial turf have field turf now to replace the old actual turf that they used to have at one time. And well, in relation to soccer, there's always been a debate all the way from top of FIFA to down here in Major League Soccer about field turf. Not just field turf, but the surface of the soccer ground. What should be the preferred surface? FIFA tries a mandate saying that all international event has to be grass. Okay, no problem with that. But not every country, not every facility can accommodate that. And also, artificial turf has a reasonable argument, especially nowadays with the field turf, Smurf turf, Sprint turf, whatever you want to call it. I know there's many different companies out there, and the companies basically try to help improve sports technology and stuff. And you do have a lot of arguments that come about from both ends of the bargain. You do have certain type of soccer players that's like, oh, field turf is too much like astroturf, ball bounces too high, too hard, it rolls too fast. And to be honest with you, the rolling too fast and the bouncing too high is really not an excuse, because that's something that has to be adjusted anyway. But like I said, artificial turf is vastly improving the field turf now, which I have seen and played in it and stuff like that before in facilities in Atlanta, Georgia, and elsewhere around the country, and it's very closely to real grass. I mean, not exactly real grass, but from American football sense, it makes sense for American football sense to have artificial turf, because as much as we tear up real grass in American football, it accommodates and it works with the score. Don't get me wrong. I mean, nothing's perfect. It's not going to always be guaranteed injury free. Nothing is, not even on natural grass. So when I hear people talking about, well, you need natural grass for soccer, soccer's a natural grass sport, blase, 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 it really doesn't make sense to me. It really don't, because you have teams like Toronto FC in their stadium having artificial grass. I read blogs like BigSoccer.com that talks about they need real grass, they have to have real grass and stuff. But I think it's more of a political tool, or politically driven than anything, because to be honest with you, I don't see what the problem with artificial turf playing soccer field. Some people say, well, I can't slide tackle. Well, I mean, I don't know. Some people say, oh, it hurts the knees and stuff. I mean, if it hurts your knees, you probably didn't meant to play soccer anyway. don't know. I don't really hear a lot of cases against field turf in relation to soccer. I think it's just more politically driven because I haven't really heard any real distinctive reasons because they say the same reasons when AstroTurf was out, and they had a lot of evidence that support their case when AstroTurf was out, when AstroTurf was in Giant Stadium back in the 70s, in the 80s when they had the New York Cosmos and they played those games out there, and they did have grass when the World Cup was here in '94. That, of course, that was pretty much a requirement back then, and it still is now to an extent with international soccer competitions. But basically, for those pro grass people, field turf is here to stay, and it's improving every day. I mean, it's holding up in weather. It's designed, to last a long time. It's still technically new to the sports arena. It's very popular at this time in the world. And a lot of European soccer programs, soccer clubs, use it as a practice facility. Excuse me. Oh man. Well, like I said, use it as a practice facility. So, I believe field turf is the way of the future. Also, basically natural grass. A lot of people bring these cases up, well, you can still grow natural grass in harsher weather and stuff. You got these little machines that's supposed to generate heat or whatever and stuff like that. But it's still no comparison to field turf. Field turf, it can stain longer, it's more convenient, it's just more convenient. I mean, they got several different ways. I'm pretty sure the companies that produce them can make the grass thicker for soccer, and I'm pretty much sure there is a thick surface for soccer. They can make it thick. There's other ways they can do around it. So until the pro grass people can really make a case about it, I don't really see the problem with field turf. I'm not trying to be pro field turf here, but I don't see what the problem is. I mean, if American football can pretty much sanction a league where you can have field turf and grass coinciding, I don't see what the problem would be for managing major international tournaments and dealing with grass here or field turf there. I don't see what the problem is. And for those soccer players, you just gotta deal with it. And if you can't play the stuff, then don't play at all. It really trips me out how people say, oh, is this and that on there, but I'm pretty sure if you were a kid, you played like I don't know if you're from Brazil or some country, you probably played on dirty, worse surfaces than field turf or chopped up grass. Just something to think about. Anyway, this concludes my vlog. Holla back if you want to. Have a nice day.